Hi, welcome to another My Soul Haven video. I'm your host, Miguel, with another enlightening topic for you, and that is the nature of the brain, mind, body, spirit, will, and soul. Now, I know it's a lot, but this topic is more important than most people realize. If you've ever wondered what the difference is between the spirit and the soul, then this video is for you. And if you've ever wondered about the origin of the human consciousness, you're at the right place. The answers in this three-part video will help you gain a better understanding of our human existence and experience as it relates to our interactions with the world. I figured I'd kick this off by reading an excerpt from my second book, which is currently in the works. At any rate, I hope you enjoy this special presentation. Chapter 1, The Living Soul. After Adam and Eve ate from the forbidden tree of the knowledge of good and evil, sin and death spread like wildfire throughout this world. Every new human being would be brought forth into this world sinful and mortal. While there would be great potential for good in the human heart, sin would displease the perfect Creator. All manner of sin begins in the mind. So it's fair to say that sinful thought is the origin of every evil deed imaginable. After eating from the knowledge tree, human beings gain the ability to contemplate mischief and wickedness. Consider when we've lied, cheated, or stolen. We first imagine the lie, the best way to cheat, and the best moments to steal. Now, consider those who have killed others. Many of us have heard stories, read books, or watched documentaries about people who lost control or snapped and behaved disgracefully as a result. Their actions also began as sinful thoughts. After committing their evil acts, many of them felt as though they committed their deeds without thinking. They erred in the heat of the moment. At this time, I would like to explain the difference between the brain, mind, the spirit, and the soul, because it is critically important for us to understand what they are and how they interact with one another and with our world. The brain. The brain itself is the physical organ that transmits and translates information to and from the body. It also receives information from the environment via the senses: sight, hearing, taste, smell, touch, etc. The average human being possesses about 400 billion bits of information per second. Although we know that our brains are powerful, somewhere deep inside we also know that we are not our brains. We do not consciously regulate the body temperature, heartbeat, nor even the smallest automatic processes within our bodies. Instead, we, our consciousness, awareness, and identity, exist alongside the brain. The mind. The terms brain and mind are often used interchangeably, but there is a big difference between them. Simply put, the mind is non-physical. It encapsulates the entirety of thought, consciousness, personality, conscience, and identity. The mind is not the brain, but it is the brain's computing power, harnessed and combined with the awareness of the spirit. It is what the Bible often refers to when it describes the innermost desires of the heart. Although the mind can influence the heart, as when a guilty conscience causes the heartbeat to speed up, the heart, as it is figuratively used, refers to the mind. The body. Our bodies are some of the most advanced machinery that have ever been designed. Though we often associate one's identity with a body that we can see, just like, I'm Miguel, based on my face. We are not our bodies, just as we are not our brains. The body is merely a shell. It's like a mech suit, sort of, for anyone who's familiar with that term. We are not the super advanced mechanical suits that interface with our physical reality. Rather, there's an entity inside of that suit that operates it. And that is the spirit that dwells within this flesh. As another analogy, the spirit of a human being is like the driver of a car, who wills the vehicle forward or backwards by shifting gears and pressing the gas pedal, turning the steering wheel, etc. Why don't we end the video there? In part 2, we'll discuss the nature of the spirit and the soul and the difference between them, if there's a difference. And we'll also talk about the will, as in free will. Now, I did mention that I took an excerpt out of my second book. If you have not already read the first book, you can find it by following the link below this video or by visiting mysoulhaven.com. Now, at this time, I just want to thank everyone who watched this video, who shared their time with me. I greatly appreciate that. And I look forward to having you join me again in my next video. Let me know what you think. Leave comments, like, subscribe. But until then, be lavishly blessed.